What's up, YouTube? This is Key here for deck of the month of May. And before introducing you to the deck, I think I'll introduce you to this website. This is a very fun website. It's a dueling website that you can go on. There's no downloads. It's free. All you have to do is register. It's very simple, and it's fun. Remember, just check it out if you're interested. Alright, now to the deck video. Alright, so as I said before, this is a TG deck, and it's not doing that bad, really. And I think there still can be some improvements on it, but you never know. First off, I have 3 TG werewolves. Basically, they can, if you special summon a monster, you can special summon him too. Plus, if he's ever during the end phase, if he's ever destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 TG monster from your deck to your hand, except for TG werewolf. Next up, I have my TG striker. His effect is when he's basically a cyber dragon. You can special summon him if your opponent controls any monsters and you don't. He's a tuner, and just like werewolf, he can, if he's ever destroyed and sent to the graveyard, he can add 1 TG monster from your deck to your hand, except for TG striker. Next up, I have 2 TG catapult dragons. They allow you to special summon 1 level 3 or lower TG monster that can help you get out your TG werewolves a lot more faster. Next up, I have my TG jet falcon. If he's used as a synchro material monster, he can inflict he can inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent directly. So yeah, 1 second, I thought okay, no, I was wrong. Now, next I have one of the strongest cards in the deck, my TG rushing rhino. Basically, when this card attacks, it doesn't even have to be your opponent's monster or your opponent directly. Basically, this card gains 400 during the damage step, or during the damage step only, but then it loses it at the end phase. And like TG werewolf and TG striker, he can also excuse me, he can also search for a TG monster, except for, of course, TG rushing rhino. Next up, we have my TG cyber magician. If you're gonna synchro summon a TG synchro monster, you can synchro summon from your hand too with his effect. And like werewolf, striker, and rush rhino, he can search for cards from the deck when he's sent to the grave, except for, of course, again, cyber magician. Next up, we have DD Sprite. He allows me to remove any monster from play to special summon it, so that lets me to get out my werewolves faster. Plus, I have a tuning capability with him. Plus, when the monster, during your next standby phase, the remove from play monster gets special summoned back. So yeah, that's a good card, actually. Next up, I have 3 double warriors. Basically, I use them for their token abilities. Effect Veller. Basically, I use it for, obviously, stopping my opponent's monster's effects. Junk Synchron for synchro summoning. Gore's yeah, you know his name, right? Gore's, for you never know what might happen. Dandelion for the tokens. Alright, now we're on the magic cards. Dark Hole, destroy all cards on the field. MST, destroy one spell or trap card on the field. Giant Trunade, send all cards, magic and trap cards on the field back to the owner's hand. Monster Reborn, bring back a monster. Alright, TGXIHL, you can half the attack and defense of one TG monster on the field to destroy one spell or trap card on the field. So it's basically another MST. And now for one of my favorite cards in this deck. It's called TGX300. For every face-up TG monster you have on the field, all monsters on the field gain 300. So it's really, you get real powerful monsters if you have both TGX300s on the field, and a lot of TG monsters. Next up, I have 2 Pot of Avarice, because you're going to be synchroing a lot. You'll need to get monsters back in your deck. Call the Haunted, bring back monster. Mirror Force, destroy all face-up monsters on your opponent's side of the field. Alright, TGIEMI. This is basically like a creature swap. You select one face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field and one face-up TG monster you control. Switch control. I have 2 TGSXIs. Activate only when the TG monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle. I have 2 Solemn Warnings and 2 Hidden Soldiers. These allow me to select a dark monster from your grave, and basically your werewolves, and special summon them to the field. That'll probably allow you to get your more werewolves on the field. Now for the extra, you have 2 librarians. Every time a monster is synchro summoned, doesn't matter which side of the field, you get to draw a card. TG Power Gladiator. He's a piercer, and when this card is destroyed, you get the draw card. TG Wonder Magician. You can, when you synchro summon, you can destroy one spell or trap card on the field, then destroy one spell or trap card on the field. And also, when this card is destroyed, you get to draw a card. During your opponent's main phase, you can synchro summon using this face-up card you control as a synchro material. So basically, you can synchro on your opponent's side of the field. Chi-Ji Dragonfly. I use it to get back synchro material monsters. Formula, help me synchro summon a lot faster. Stardust Dragon, to negate effects that destroy my creatures. And for Shooting Star Dragon, TG Blade Master, Black Rose, destroy everything on the field. Armory Arm, and whatever. Anyway, well, that's the deck. It's still sort of in testing, but I think it's pretty good. If you have any advice for it, please don't be shy to comment. And comment, subscribe, and rate. Later.